Good evening and welcome back to another Baggins International video. And today we're flying around in a couple of private jets. I'm joined today by a couple of other members of the Baggins International crew. As always, when planes are involved, we've got the captain and we've also got the pilot formerly known as Lodged Rat. And for the purposes of this video, we're gonna keep calling him Lodgy R. And that's subject to change when confirmation of the new name is in place. So, basically we've got a collection of private jets ranging from the traditional Luxor to this rather fancy MyFly jet, which I'm believed to be called the Shamal, and reliably informed that it's not Shemale. According to a quick internet search, which revealed, well, let's just say it was eye-opening. Anyway, so we've got these three jets, and effectively they're the same. They're the same jet, just with slightly different delivery. Although I stand to be corrected if someone can point out some significant differences. And we are flying from the airport, the main Los Santos International, past Mount Chiliad over the city, and going to try and make a landing in the north of Blaine County, and we're to decide at this stage of the flight which airport, or should I say runway, we're attempting to land at. So we haven't decided whether we're going to go or aim for the sort of sandy shores airstrip, or indeed head further up and go to Grapeseed. But effectively what we just wanted to do was show you or highlight some of the incredible interior detail that you can now see on these jets, but also a little bit of the incredible sort of next generation cinematic flying, which is quite something. One of the things that's been pointed out is the new gear up, gear down light, which is particularly cool on the dashboard, which allows you to notice sooner rather than later when doing sort of a hand-fisted tight turn that you've managed to knock your landing gear down, and therefore you're going significantly slower than anyone. So that's very handy. Also, just to make sure you've got it down on preparation to land at any airport that may take your fancy. Anyway, most people will have probably flown in one of these business jets. If you haven't, you really should. Just a level of experience, really. But they handle incredibly well for a larger aircraft. You know, we're not talking laser jet handling here. You know, they're a little bit more lazy than that, but you can get a good number of people in them, and they whiz along. You know, once you've got them up in the sky, well, obviously, because, you know, they don't go particularly quickly on the ground. But once you've got them up in the sky, to state the obvious, they do, you know, there is a significant speed that they can reach. Anyway, I think at this stage, I think that the challenge has been thrown down with our little trio of business jets to land them all safely at the Grapeseed airstrip. Now, as those of you who play the game on a regular basis will know, the Grapeseed airstrip is not the most well-equipped airport or airstrip. You know, we're not talking international class runways here. It's a sort of a slightly dirty strip of land with a shed at the end, and occasionally a rather inconveniently spawning helicopter, and some rather inconveniently placed explosive gas canisters, which have been known to catch out the unwary pilot. So, as you can see, we're coming in. It's getting quite dark, but it gives a glorious effect to the sort of little lights that signify the wing tips and the planes. A real nice feature of the next generation there. And I think everyone's sort of gearing up now, or at least on the final flyby for this landing. I was a little bit conscious that my fellow jet pilots were rather close to each other. I'd sort of tugged back a little bit because I knew I wanted to try and get some space on the actual strip rather than just colliding on the ground. I was a bit wary that those lights are getting closer and closer together, the nearer we get to Grapeseed, and you know, I'm very well, I've thrown out a few warnings that there may be some problems, but I've been assured it's going to be fine, and you know, they're going to go ahead with the landing, and that's all good. And basically, I think the aim of the game is to sit down the planes gently, taxi to the end, pull off to the right, and allow the other planes to land, and then we'll go from there. So they're about on the approach, final approach, I would say, and I'm just coming over this road here. Interestingly, massive explosion, so there's been somewhat of a problem there. 2 planes down, definite out, and I've landed, just doing a few adjustments there with the cockpit controls, and somehow, by only a case of a miracle, I've managed to avoid the fuselage of those other planes. Thanks for watching this video. This is part 1 of 3, so do check back for more Baggins International content soon. Thanks a lot. Bye now.